Welcome back, everybody. It is the Conway and Whitman Show. We're live on 97.1 Free FM. I got a picture sent to me today. It was emailed to me. And I thought, well, that was sort of odd. They're maybe stepping it up a little here. But it was a...
Who sent you the email?
I got it anonymously. I don't know who sent it to me. Somebody from yahoo.com. Somebody at yahoo.com.
Right, but you were unfamiliar with the name?
I was unfamiliar with the person who took the picture, yeah. So the picture was sent to me. We put it up on our website. And it's a guy who went to a party dressed up as Tom Leykis.
Right. Which, of course, is my costume every year.
Yeah. Did you win yesterday?
I did.
You did?
3 years running.
Is that right?
Yeah, 3 years undefeated, a three-peat.
Was it $200? $250? What'd you get?
It's $250.
Wow.
It's $250.
Congratulations.
It used to be $200, but oddly enough, the first place prize went up.
Oh, boy.
But it's in gift certificates. Most of it, some of it is in gift certificates from restaurants that advertise with the station. So it's total value $250.
$250.
Right.
Do you think that they threw in restaurant certificates because they know you enjoy eating?
Didn't ask. I was just happy to take the prize. And again, I mean, I didn't mean to intimidate all of the other... Are
you comfortable using certificates or gift certificates when you go eat?
Sure.
Even on a date?
No. Well, I mean... like if it's a first date or something, no, I wouldn't do that.
No.
I wouldn't use a discount card or any sort of gift certificate on any...
Second date?
No, I think I'd need to be in a relationship before I would start using them with, like a chick. I think I'd have to be in that relationship, and then, it's, you go for it.
So in the next month or two, it's a melting pot for one? The fondue out there?
Right.
All right.
Anyway, you were saying about you received a photograph, Tim.
Yes.
Which you received again anonymously.
Yes, I wasn't familiar with who sent it to me.
Okay.
And it's a picture of Brian Whitman. Maybe you can bring it up over there.
I am. I'm going to our website.
All right, if you go to our website, I don't have a computer screen over here for some reason. But if you go to our website and you click on, it's about 2/3 of the way down, you click on Brian Whitman. It's a guy dressed up as Tom Leykis. And it says he's holding a big sign. He's got the sunglasses on, the microphone, the black jacket, and the headphones around his neck. And then it says the Tom Leykis Show, 3 to 8 p.m., weekdays 3 to 8 p.m. And then right underneath, I can't see what it says there, but there's a picture of you.
Right, there's a picture
of Brian Whitman.
I'll tell you what it says. There's a picture of me, and with my name, so it identifies me plainly. And it's then there's underneath me is a noose.
Oh, boy.
And it says...
Jerry.
It says Brian Whitman, place head here.
Oh, boy. Jerry. Easy, dude.
With an arrow in the noose opening, in the opening of the noose. So this is odd. I think it's kind of odd. But
does that mean this guy wants to hang you?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to make of it.
Or does it mean as Tom's character, he'd like to hang you?
I don't know. I don't know who the person is. It's not Tom. That's definitely not Tom.
Right.
That I know for sure. In the photo, it's not. It's someone dressed as Tom.
But aren't there a lot of negative stories happening in the South when it comes to nooses nowadays?
Yeah. So for there to be a picture of me. In my suit. That's an old, by the way, that's a photo from KABC.
It's a good-looking headshot of you.
And it says...
it's like an upper body shot. It's not like a headshot.
I know what it is, Tim. I took the picture. It says...
It's this small head on this otherwise...
Right. I'm thinner in that picture.
Giant body.
Right. Thank you, Tim. So it says Brian Whitman, place head here. The photo is at conwayandwhitman.com. There is a noose.
Yeah, check out the photo.
And I guess the suggestion is that I should be hanged or someone wants to hang me, or it might be funny to see my head in a noose.
Jerry.
Now, after all of the, you're right, after all of the negative stories lately about the nooses and quite frankly, after the, I watched the hanging of Saddam Hussein on the internet.
Right.
I don't think there's anything to make light of.
Do you think it's in bad taste, or do you think or do you feel threatened?
I think that.
Or it's just the joke of Halloween, and in fun. He may not have meant that, but it's just sort of
right. It could be
the spirit of the holiday.
Right. It could be that. Well, let me ask you, Tim.
Okay.
If it said Tim Conway Jr. and had your photo, and there was a noose, and it said Tim Conway Jr., and then in red letters it said "Place head here" with an arrow suggesting that your head should be in a noose, how would you feel?
See,
if it was,
Here's my opinion.
Hold on a second. If it's a picture out there with somebody you don't know,
right?
See, I don't know who that. I know it's not Tom because Tom hadn't looked like that for 40 years. So I know it's not Tom.
The guy looks younger. He looks like he's in his 20s.
Right. So this is. I don't know who this is, or even if that photo, if that's part of the costume, if this is. If that whoever that person is in that costume, if he created the photo of me or put the photo of me next to the noose with those words, it concerns me a little bit. I think it would concern any person. I think so.
All right. If you've seen the photo, if you've gone to our website, conwayandwhitman.com, call us here. Give us your thoughts on this. And then I'll give you my thought if it was my picture. Okay. Here are the phone numbers: 520-9710. Again, we're staring at a picture of a Tom Leykis impersonator. It looks like a West Hollywood type party. Right.
There are people behind this person, but you can't really see them clearly. But you can see there are definitely other people around in costumes.
Yeah, and if you look at it, your opinion, 520-9710 and 888-520-9710. Now, my thought is it wouldn't bother me personally if my picture was there and there was a noose, but I think it would bother my wife and my family and especially my daughter if she were old enough to understand what that meant.
Right. Well, I don't have, a daughter who's going to be upset by that.
Right.
But certainly, as somebody...
how would it affect your dogs, you think, if they saw it?
I think they wouldn't like it. I mean, they don't understand, so obviously they don't know, which is good. But, well, I mean, look, you're my friend, Tim. You're a person who, theoretically cares about me, right? I mean, you care for me in a friendly way, right?
I'm nodding, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, how do you feel? I mean, let's ask Jerry. I mean, how does he feel?
I'll tell you how I feel.
I mean, the people who care about me.
I think it's in the spirit of Halloween, and I don't think you should read that much into it. If the guy was doing it on, some other day, if he was rolling through the streets of Hollywood doing that every day, and, I think it'd be one thing. But it's sort of like a Halloween joke. I think you can get away with more on Halloween than you can on every other day of the year.
Yeah, I might agree with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when you initially saw it, did it bother you?
Yes, my initial response was, well, I'm trying to figure out. Well, look, there's a couple of things going on here.
Right.
A couple of reasons for me to be concerned, and if you go to conwayandwhitman.com and you see the picture, you will understand that I should be concerned if my picture with a noose and this Tom Leykis Halloween costume, whoever this guy is, if he had that picture of me, if he did this, that should concern me. But if somebody else photoshopped it, still somebody, whether it's this guy in this picture or somebody I don't know, someone put my picture there and my name with a noose and the words "Place head here." Brian Whitman, place head here.
Right.
Someone did that. Someone created that. Someone either it's that guy who was in the costume, who was in the photo, or it's whoever.
It's like Leo Quinones, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Or you getting this email from somebody, and I'd like to know who you got the email from. In fact, I might have to insist to see it. Actually, Tim, I think I'm going to request to see who sent you the email, please, and get their email address. Thank you.
Got it
very much.
I'll forward that to you.
Or they created it in some sort of Photoshop with some sort of Photoshop program. But somebody did it, and not knowing who did it is almost more of a concern.
All right, well, let's ask Jerry Washowski. He's seen the picture. What was your initial reaction to it, dude?
It was. I mean, I think that guy's a jackass, and I also thought that his costume is actually pretty bad.
No, okay. All right.
I mean,
All right.
as far as, like, was I worried for Brian's life? No.
No. All right, Gina Grad, what was your opinion of it when you first saw the picture?
A little tacky, but I wouldn't, call the authorities just yet.
All right. All right, and Randy Wang, your thoughts when you first saw it?
I think it's a really bad Photoshop job. I could have done much better.
I don't think it's Photoshop because I actually saved it and then opened it up in the Paint program and looked at it carefully. And if it is a Photoshop job, it's done very, very well because I looked at it at 800% very closely and tried to figure out if that hand matches the other hand, and it looks like it does.
But you know what also really upsets me about this picture? He's using the wrong 97.1 logo. What's up with that?
Well, he's using the old FM Talk logo. That is
I know.
true.
That was 3 years ago. Come on.
Okay.
Well, maybe
So that's even more of an offense to
Maybe
you. Huh?
That's more offensive than Brian getting hanged.
Maybe he's using the logo from the era of when Tom looked like that. Maybe the logo matches the look.
Well, here's what my thought is, and this is one of the reasons we put it up on the website. You can never really totally trust anybody nowadays. You know?
Well, I almost can't trust you because you're showing me this photo. You forwarded it to our webmaster. It's on our website, and you haven't shown me who sent it. I don't think you responded on my behalf.
It's somebody at yahoo.com.
Right, yeah. Well,
It's I think the first name is Derek or Bob. I have it in my email.
yeah, Derek or Bob, they're similar.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I will definitely send it.
I hope you do because I'll respond to that person.
All right. Billy in Long Beach, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Hey, guys, let's be honest. If it was a picture of Jack Silver, it'd be way more appropriate.
Is that it?
Yeah. No, actually, that kind of stuff, it should be forwarded. If not to the authorities, at least the station webmaster, because they can look up the IP address and that kind of stuff. And,
Oh, is that right?
that death threats like that just aren't acceptable, Especially, when it comes to emailing them to a popular radio personality.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a death threat. I don't know. I mean,
Well,
again,
well,
you've
what
got
is
to
it?
you got to give people a little more leeway on Halloween, don't you?
I guess so.
I mean, if a guy shows up to work on September 18th dressed up as Hitler, you would probably wonder what's up with that dude.
Right.
But when he shows up on Halloween as Saddam Hussein or Hitler or it's all in bad taste, but it really is it's a day where everybody has sort of like the right to act like a jackass.
Well, sure, maybe to have my picture, and that is me, with my name spelled correctly, by the way. Appreciate that much. And
are you just angry that they used that picture of you at the news?
It actually it's irrelevant to me what photo is used. What's more relevant to me and what matters more to me, and I'll be interested in getting you to forward me the email. Since I showed up at work today, just again another day at the office here for me, but today I show up to find my picture and the words "place head here" in a noose.
Right.
Yeah, on our website. So,
Hey, Brian, I just forwarded you the email, but it actually bounced back. Your email's full.
Oh, is your email full?
I don't know. I cleared it out, some of it. Yeah, right.
I just bounced back.
Right, Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Very funny, Jerry.
It's not a joke. I'm serious.
All right. Juan in Los Angeles, you're on 97.1 Free FM. Did you take a look at the photo?
Hey, what's up, guys? You know what? I think he's making too much of it.
Did you see the photo?
Actually, I haven't seen because I'm actually driving. I just caught you guys within the last few minutes listening to you guys.
Are you close
But
to
I
a Kinko's where you can pull over and use their internet?
Actually, I'm not. I'm stuck in the freeway. But I'm just saying that you're making too much of it, bro, because you are a public person, and this is part of, I guess, being popular, you know what I'm saying? And the whole thing you have going on with Tom Likas, that might be one of Tom's fans. And you see this type of thing in football stadiums when they, talk crap about the quarterback or the other team's players. It's Halloween, I really think you're looking like too much into this.
Yeah. All right.
Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just,
No, I'm not. Look, I haven't. I haven't taken any action or really offered any response to the station management or anything like that. I just.
What's your next move?
I don't know.
All right. You see,
but I'm certainly not. I certainly didn't bring it up.
Okay. You see the picture of you.
Yeah.
And it's on our website, conwayandwhitman.com. There's a picture of a guy who's impersonating Tom Leykis at some kind of Hollywood parade.
Right, for Halloween.
Right, for Halloween. And he has a picture of Brian Whitman underneath, place head here, and there's a noose.
Right, suggesting very plainly that I should be hanged. I mean, that's the suggestion.
Right.
Literally, that I should literally be hanged. I mean, that is the...
Okay, for a second, you see this picture, and you work for the L.A. Times. What's the headline tomorrow?
You care so little about my...
What's the headline?
Yeah, the headline is... I'll tell you what the headline is. The headline is... Whitman's life threatened in noose scandal.
Wow.
That's the headline.
Right.
Whitman's life threatened. Whitman's life threatened in Leykis noose scandal. If I were a headline writer at a newspaper, I think that would have to, and then there would be that photo. But that would be the headline. I would get my name and Tom's name in the headline. Noose scandal or noose controversy.
Hey, by the way,
how about the
noose is loose. How about this West Hollywood parade?
Yeah, man.
Every Halloween, is that a gay thing or is that everybody?
I don't.
It's not Gina. It is.
Gina goes.
Well, you go.
It's as gay as the day is long.
So if you go there with like a couple of friends, people will assume you're gay if you're a guy.
If you're a guy, absolutely, absolutely. You're fresh meat down there.
Well,
oh boy,
that's why Jerry stopped going, I guess. Were you getting hazed down there?
Me and Randy were going.
Oh, you went last year, but did you get hazed last year? Did you get hassled?
Well, some guys just start. It was actually some chicks that drove by and started yelling stuff at me, and it just made me uncomfortable.
What was your costume when you were there?
I was actually dressed as a dominatrix.
Oh, I see. With that ball in your mouth?
I had a ball gag in my mouth, and I was dressed all in leather.
It's not hot.
Chains.
Right. And the funny thing is, you didn't even have to buy any of that stuff.
No, I had that. I saved some money, actually.
It's all just sitting around that Wachowski house. Tommy. All right, check out the photo at conwayandwhitman.com. Did you see that, Tommy? The picture of Brian hanging.
Oh, boy.
All right, gang. It is the Conway and Whitman Show. And we're live on 97.1 Free FM.